Hi, it's Bridget. Welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Bridget. All right, so today I'm I'm not home. I'm not at home. Oops, whoa, I forgot my tripod. So I'm not at home. I'm someplace else. Guess where I am? I had to get on an airplane. I have a sweet little puppy with me. Come here. This is Tucker. Hey, Tuck Tuck. Hi, hi. Tucker. I am in Seattle. Yeah, I'm visiting my sister. She has a couple days off coming up here. She's working today, but she has a couple days off, and we're gonna go on an adventure. We're going to the ocean. And so we're hoping to do some whale watching. That's the plan. And it was very spontaneous. I talked to her yesterday on Friday. Today I'm recording this and it's Saturday. And I'm here less than 24 hours later. Kind of just worked out that way. I'm gonna be here for a couple days. All right, so we're gonna do a Sunday morning coffee. I'm gonna inspire your spirit and fill you with hope today with one of the poetry books I got this week. I needed some kind of medicine for my heart, and I just had this idea pop into my head, divine inspiration, to go to the bookstore and rediscover it. I hadn't been there since before COVID, you guys. And I've really been enjoying poetry. I've been writing poetry for about a year now, and I haven't shared a lot of it, a little bit here and there. I'm just starting to kind of share it. And it's very deeply reflective, and it's very personal for me. It's very, very, very personal. So it's super intimate and very vulnerable. So I thought, I want to get some poetry books. So I did. So this is one of the books. I got a couple of really great books. I got a Rumi book of love poems. I got a book called Spark of the Phoenix. And I've been sharing that on Instagram on Bridget Inspired. And then this book, The She Book, Volume 2 by Tanya Markle. So I'm going to read out of this. This is what I brought on the plane. Now, the reason I spent a couple of hours at Barnes & Noble, the bookstore, and I was on the floor and I was reading through the books and picking up books, and this one stood out to me because of this on the back, okay? As I wept in the arms of darkness, I heard the voice of my grandmother say, "Nothing stays the same, darling, not even pain. Life is a path of change, of ecstasy and ache. So no matter what the storm claims, let love light the way." Isn't that, oh, it's amazing. So good, so good. As soon as I read that, I feel kind of this almost like this buzz kind of vibe that comes across through my mind. It kind of lifts me up and helps me to feel kind of like bubbling energy, and it just feels very honoring. Yeah, it feels really honoring. So I think I'm going to feel into that and what that means for us on Sunday Morning Coffee today. I could talk about spontaneity. I could talk about unfolding. I think honoring is how we will share our coffee today. I actually have some tea because tomorrow we're going to be on our adventure. So I want to make sure I record this early. So, ginger green tea. Honoring. So how do you honor yourself? How do you honor yourself? Just take a moment to breathe that in. I'm just drawn right to the heart space when I feel that question in my body. I'm drawn to my heart. I feel like honor is something that sometimes it's like in society it seems like an honor to bestow an honor upon someone as a high regard, a high form of recognition, a symbol of respect, of achievement, a validation or recognition. But when I feel it and I touch my body and I feel honor, I become deeply aware of my scars, of the marks that you can't see, but I feel inside me. The remembrances of experiences, of people, of different times in my life. Where the value of me being myself has been something that I did not recognize in a way that I can feel it now, right here where I'm at with you. The external validation or the need to be recognized by other people to earn love is something that seems just shocking right now when I'm even just talking about this. It seems shocking to think that we believe, you and I, that we believe that someone else loving us gives us a value, makes us worth something. Or the thought of someone else pursuing us like we are some prize to be won or something to be tamed or held captive for the benefit of another. A prize is kind of the way I think, or a trophy that comes forward first for me. And I think that comes through this, like being a woman, and for me, the imagery of woman and what is beautiful and what is valuable as a woman. And as I age, I'm starting to recognize, looking back, all the things I was critical about of myself as a woman are things now, here now, that I value. Those very things that I challenged or questioned about myself, if I was feminine enough, or even divine feminine enough, like if was my body feminine enough, would I be wanted or desired or desirable? Like, would that be something that would be recognized as value to others? Would I be someone that would be recognized and valued by others? The honoring of us as a person and the entirety of who we are is truly only known, I believe, by our soul. It is a sacred relationship between us and God. And that sacred relationship is the seed of light that is in our bellies, that is our spirit. We could talk about all sorts of things like imagery and standards of gender and the contemplation of the man versus woman, or the dominant gender or sex or sexuality, or we could talk about all of these things that seem on the outside to be what captures a value, which is through attention, recognition, and accomplishment or achievement of something, of gain, of personal gain, when the truth is honor is an innate, inherent value that we are born with. It is something that only we within ourselves can amplify, can acknowledge, can recognize. And truly, it feels as though what we're trying to achieve is this recognition that will gain us love. That if we behave in a certain way, or if we present certain attributes, traits, characteristics, qualities, whether it be physical or emotional, whether it be dominant or submissive, that we will be rewarded, and then we will receive love. It feels as though the ultimate goal is love. I'm reminded of like wedding vows, like I will love, honor, and cherish you. I will love, honor, and respect you. Honor. Honor is one of the oils, actually, interestingly, the essential oils that I've been using that's connected to your solar plexus. That is probably one of my favorite oils. There's like 3 of them I absolutely love. 2 of them are my top 2 favorite, and that would be release oil and honor oil. Honor is very much this embodiment of a warrior energy, but of integrity. And I deeply, deeply value integrity. So this conversation feels like it's sparking, at least for me, landing here in this honor energy. It feels like a reward, something we work for, something we get because of something we do, an action, or because of who we are, as in recognition through someone else's eyes. So I want to turn this into a conversation about power in order to feel encouraged, in order to know that we have choice, freedom, and free will to influence how it is that we connect with the energy of honor. So a couple other words for me that are closely related to honor, and I think that I would suggest that maybe you grab your journal and you could write about this for yourself, is other words that are connected to the word honor for you to kind of explore what this means for you inside, what this means for you. So for me right away, I mean, in my mind, I go to the solar plexus, the sun chakra, the spirit, the intuition, probably because of the oil and the honor oil, and it's very yellow to me. That's the label on it. That's the solar plexus it's connected to. It's that. I'm kind of in alignment with that. But when I'm talking to you, when I first stepped in with you, it's my heart space. It's totally in my heart. And I think that that's important because the significance for me is that's where I'm at in my journey, in my heart. I'm letting my heart find its way together to be put in this beautiful mosaic energetic right now. And I feel like I have all these different fragments and fractured pieces that are supplies now, that are beautiful parts and particles of me that I get to decide now at this point in my life how to put those together to reflect the best version of me in a way that honors the wholeness of me. That some of those fractals and those part and particle pieces of my mosaic are from exchanges, experiences, and life events that have happened to me. Yes, that's true. But not one of those pieces defines the whole of me. They can contribute to the way that I know myself and the way that I will choose to be in alignment and share myself from a fullness perspective, from an authentic perspective. And to me, that's honoring myself, honoring my soul as expressed through my human beingness, through my human body. So for me, other words that connect with honor are definitely integrity. And every time I see integrity, I think of this yellow pillar of light. The strong sword alignment, the pranic tube of the spine just really aligned, really just standing in this energetic power, this self-authority. It's not forceful, aggressive, or assertive. It's just a knowing. So that's what integrity is for me, and that's connected to honor, okay? Honor is also this awareness of wisdom that is inside me. So it's acknowledging the wisdom that I carry from all of these life experiences, the trauma and the triumphs, the sorrows and the celebrations, all of those things. So to me, it is also that, the awareness of the wisdom that I carry. So another word then would be integrity and wisdom from my perspective. So for you, contemplate that a little bit. Feel inside of you which part of your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, or your physical body is really activated or connected to this concept of honor when I share it. When I share the story of like social norms or other people's projections on us of honoring as some achievement that's recognized outside of ourselves. You might tap into your mind and some patterns or belief systems that you have, other people's voices that come through with their values projected on you, based upon, by the way, some of the fears that they may have had during their lifetime. It might be a value your grandmother had that you received about honor. Maybe honor was about behaving in a certain way or not doing certain things. Instead of act this way, oftentimes I think we hear when it comes to honoring ourselves, our families, etc., our relationships, it really feels a lot like a list of what you should not do. You shouldn't be doing these 5 things. Never do these 5 things or you will not be honoring your relationship, or you will not be an honorable person. Like you will not be living an honorable life. Okay? So do not do these 5 things. like that kind of thing. It usually feels like it's focused on what not to do and fear-based types of energy versus what to do as well. Now, I don't want to project the word honor as something that would be maybe always seen as kind of negative. However, it does seem like it could be used to control us, like a carrot, like an award. If you do this, then you're going to be beautiful in my eyes. Or if you treat me this way, if you do these actions, therefore I will reward you and honor you because you are making me feel good about myself. Or you are filling a void, or you are behaving in a manner in which I approve of, like this approval, which then gives you value. And sometimes it seems like honor can be very skewed and almost misused as a control or power or fear-based thing in a way. It can almost feel a manipulation of the energy. So I think that's true for a lot of things, a lot of different kinds of concepts or values or beliefs. It can really be used for the positive or used for the negative or personal gain in a way in which that it doesn't help someone else. It's really out for our own self-use, and it's not a mutually beneficial scenario. Honor. So when I hear the word honor, I feel like with high regard, really the energy of respect comes through for me, which leads into the energy of trust. To me, respect and trust are really just there's so many little pieces that are so interwoven with trust and respect that are connected to honor. And I have felt like honor is, if I really feel it myself, it feels masculine to me. It does. It feels kind of protective, honoring. It's like this protection, recognition of taking care of, but in a way that's like protective. Let me take care of you. You'll be safe with me. It's like this, a way in which to wrap someone in love with this honoring energy of just treating them with this just high regard. And yet it's not to give up self while you're in that encompassed energy. It is to recognize oneself and amplify the best versions of ourselves, and to allow the things that are challenging for us or not so great to have room to be discussed, to be processed, to be healed, or to just coexist with all of the goodness. And to be in a state where all of those things are welcomed, that's an honoring, sacred space. If all those things are truly welcomed and you're not just being honored for just the good things or for not being the bad things, there's a huge difference between being honored for who you are as an original whole person versus being honored for what you're not doing. Like the mistakes you haven't made, or you haven't made these mistakes, or you don't have these major life challenges or these traumas, therefore I honor you. You must be doing something right. That's really tricky, isn't it? It's really tricky. It's hard here, this conversation about honor, because I really do feel like it can be black and white. It can be very contrasted, very good or bad, you know? And I don't think that that's intended necessarily, but I think that it's part of just naturally, I think, where our mind goes when we consider words like honor. Authentic or authenticity, also related to honor. So I had several words that I could then journal about: trust and authenticity and respect and integrity. I could really do some things with those words and kind of formulate what my value might be based upon that, with regards to the concept of honor and what it really means. So for me, just like for you. All right, so let's read another passage from the She book. I'm just going to open it. Okay, I randomly open to a page. Okay, all right. I used to believe that I had to learn how to love myself before I could take care of myself. But I've realized that taking care of myself is actually teaching me how to love myself. Isn't it good? I'm telling you, this book is awesome. I just absolutely love it. A great way to honor the spirit on the journey. All right. I hope I've inspired your spirit today and filled you with some hope on the Sunday Morning Coffee podcast with Bridget. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you will watch me on Instagram, on Bridget Inspired Instagram. For the next few days, I will be posting pictures from my little adventure. I'm going to be going to the coast and I'm hoping to watch some whales. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted. As always, thanks so much for being here.